Let's dive in. So how is Gen AI impacting your world?
I'm trying to find more and more uses in the day-to-day work that I do. And I've been really pleasantly surprised in some areas where I found it to be very helpful. One area is like doing web searches. I now almost exclusively do all of my web searches using AI tools. Two is really around how I use it in terms of creating documents and writing emails. And it's really more, not so much I find in terms of helping me with productivity. It's not necessarily a huge time saver, but it is a huge help for me in terms of creativity. And creativity around how it gives me suggestions on topics to be thinking about when I'm pulling together anything from an agenda to an email response to an invitation. If you want a certain tone, it's actually surprisingly good at giving you variations of different tones that really fit the audience that you're speaking to.
Can you share a success story or a use case?
One of our success stories is working with a company to help them put in place a governance structure that was fairly lightweight, but it was effective. We helped them with a process that helped them just understand what AI models were being used in the company. So once we had the governance process in place, really encouraging people just to start using it. And even if it was for things that were personal, not business related, there was value in just helping the employees of the company understand, hey, this is what these tools are really good at, and this is what they're not good at. So the success story was in starting to generate a wave of sort of innovation that actually led to some really productive insights on how the tool can be used within the company, and doing it all within an appropriate governance framework.
So what are the biggest challenges you see?
One is the regulatory environment is continuing to evolve as the capability evolves. The other challenge is just how we begin to make the control of AI models a little bit more just easy to use. And sort of like, when you get into a car, you don't think about, how the brakes work. You don't think about the airbag systems, all of these things. So eventually AI is going to have to be like that. So those are some of the challenges. The pace of innovation and the change and the pace at which these models are getting so much better is really quite astounding.
Thank you so much for your insights.